Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mookie here, back with you with another new chapter of Maker DxD. And it's good to be back with this series, to be honest. No longer just using this. I will still probably use this series as that of eventful outlet in case I really need to, really am feeling frustrated with some things in my life. But nowadays, I'll probably make a few chapters here and there, just for the fun of it, like I am now. So, to end off Black History Month, I'll finish it up with one of my self-insert stories after all. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's go through that, a quick recap. Turn two events begin to happen, such as current canon with Issei being attacked by Donasek before being saved by Rias in her peerage. And as for another thing, it being between ads of Leon and Mittelt and his blades, taking on the fallen angel Grunt, as the battle seemed like it was being tough or overwhelming. However, this was all according to Leon's plan, as he planned on basically wearing her down, finding openings before he strike her down once and for all, which he ended up doing, using Newt's katana. During the fight, he realized that she was basically underestimating him and not even taking him seriously. By taking advantage of that, and while also taking advantage of her basically being arrogant, he was able to beat her without even breaking a sweat himself. Now, however, Leon also got some more information about the supernatural, mainly on that of the Gogori side, being the leader of the fallen angels, Azazal. Not only that, it seems like Ryuko and Momo both were basically keeping an eye on Leon, basically orders from Sona herself, as she still wants Leon to join her peerage, but not. However, he refuses, as he will stay human. Even though he may be human and he may be underestimated, that doesn't make him weak after all. Not only that, it seems that Kalinar has now put in the act of betraying her former comrades and friends to make sure that she isn't seen as a rogue. And not only that, has taken even more of an interest in Leon as well. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Chapter 6, The Strays. After that night of taking on Mittelt, Leon began to do his research before getting ready for bed, as, to be honest, fighting her was the closest thing to sparring and training. Hell, if anything, it gave him at least the necessary data on how that of fallen angels fight, to be honest. Well, maybe not on high-ranking fallen angels, but definitely on possibly how grunts fight. It seems like they're not that used to close-quarters combat. It seems like they're more used to throwing their light spears instead of, learning anything else, which is pretty easy. Just deflecting, waiting for the perfect opportunity to dodge, and honestly just wait for the perfect opening. All too easy. It's like honestly programming on how that normal mob NPC enemies basically fight. They have only one style of attack and one style in movement. They have basically a pattern that's so easy to follow that it's not even worth analyzing to a huge degree. Hopefully he doesn't see her ever again, but knowing his luck, that's not going to happen. Currently, while using this time of respite at his dorm room, he's currently looking through his laptop on that of Azazal, with only the things that are basically told in Christianity, which says on the following: Azazal, one of the original 10 seraphims of God. In one text, it said that Azazal basically wanted to follow the footsteps of his older brother Lucifer and wanted to take over that of heaven. While in one story it said that Azazal basically began to being consumed by that of lust and basically had that of worldly desires and was soon kicked out of heaven. And there was another text saying that he admired Lucifer to a degree that he basically joined his ranks of the 72 pillars of devils, which, if I recall, is not true. There are so many within going over over information after information, not even sure on which one is real. Unless he can meet the actual Azazal, there's no way in hell none of this shit is basically how it actually fell out. Within laying back on that of his chair, within soon, Peru basically appearing behind that of Leon, saying, "So, Master, it seems that the research isn't going too well," saying, "You can see what I see, Peru, amongst the others. You know that the research isn't going too well." With then soon, Godfrey appearing on that of his bed as sitting on that of the edge on the right side of his bed, saying, "Well, can you blame him? Seems like things when it comes to the supernatural is kept under hush and key. Even people who make speculations on how the supernatural was don't exist." With then Leon thinking, "Yeah, that would make too much sense. Possibly the supernatural makes sure that nobody understands or basically has the full picture on how they work, that they won't get any weaknesses or be hunted down. If anything, those in the supernatural, unless I join the supernatural, is completely and utterly a mystery. I'm basically walking blindly in the dark." With soon, Percival appears in that of his orange armor, with that of his two floating banners on his back, and the smoke, and that of the fiery smoke coming off of his head. Within soon saying, "My lord, if I have to ask, why not ask more from that of the Citri girl, the student council president of your school? Or possibly you could find out who the other devil is, which you said may be Grimory." With then soon, Leon couldn't help but have his eyes widening, realizing that that's not a bad idea before shutting it off, because most likely, since they're devils, they would have a price for information like that. And knowing Sona's price, it's definitely to get me to join her peerage. But then there's the other girl, which is most definitely the most popular girl in Kuo Academy, Rias Grimory, who's the other devil. The girl if I've seen anything at Kuo, the girl basically can get away with anything. I even hear rumors that her and Hamejima, the second most popular girl, barely show up for classes. If Sona's the one in charge of Kuo Academy, it's most likely that Rias is also in charge of the school as well. And possibly it's most possibly that those two are basically getting by at school easily because they're the ones controlling the school entirely. Great. Spoiled rich girls is one of the most annoying things I have to deal with. Within, Cora appearing, going up to that of her creator, saying, "No need to worry about that, Master Leon. After all, you've already shown on how capable you are, knowing those girls that basically, spied on you during your fight with that fallen angel girl, Mittelt. They know for sure that you're not somebody to mess with and trifle with. If anything, you got this." With then soon, Leon began to smile a bit, before then saying, "Wait, hold up. That reminds me, I never got to ask you." Cora basically tilting her head to the side, wondering on what her creator wants, saying, did you find all the peepholes across the school?" With then soon, Cora saying, "Oh, right, yeah, I did. And I was already planning on I've already basically marked them. To locate them, I made them that of lightning-shaped hearts. I thought they would be adorable after all, and easy to notice. If you need me to, figure them out, I can basically lead you to each one before. If anything, it's best to go there before classes start." Within saying, if I do that, if I try to leave school early, it would be a time before that of the shuttle bus heads to the school. Honestly, I could probably use the extra exercise, to be honest. Why the hell not? Thanks, Cora. You're a lifesaver. once that's taken care of, I can basically inform that of the teachers about the peepholes. With then soon, Peru saying, why not inform that of the student council, such as President Sona? With then Leon giving that to the tan skin Ice Blade basically a look saying, are you serious? Without even saying it. With then soon Peru saying, of course. With then Godfrey couldn't help but scoff, saying, seriously, Peru, you really think that the student council is going to do anything for that of, well, us? I mean, they basically allowed the perverted trio to do whatever the hell they want since the first year, and they haven't done anything since the beginning of the second. You've seen our master's memories, remember? Within Peru sighing, saying, of course, I absolutely forgotten. Apologies, master. Within, soon, Leon, not as Core basically stopped massaging that of Leon's shoulder, saying, it's cool. But that fight has basically shown, but now that I think about it, that fight has shown me that I need long-range weaponry as well. Besides just using close range and improving myself. I still need close range weapons, but I need something similar to that of a personal weapon. Nude's katanas, I've actually gotten quite used to them, to be honest, so I'll probably still use those. But I can't just be seen as a one-trick pony. I need to use all your other weapons as well. Within, speaking of Nude, she also appears saying, Commander, I have the perfect idea. Why not create that of a blade that specializes in long-range combat? Another blade that specializes in that of, mid-range, and another blade similar to that of your abilities as well. You did say you like to use that of my katana, such as me and Percival. With hearing the suggestion from that of his scantily clad militaristic forearm blade. Within, Leon saying, that's not a bad idea, actually. But I shouldn't do it here. It's starting to get pretty late, and besides looking up dead-end research, I'm still exhausted from that fight a little while ago. So I think I'm just gonna relax a little bit. I could probably do that in the next couple of days. Just need to think about think about the blades I need to use. Then Cord couldn't help but want to tease her master, saying, not wanting to make any more precious beauties after all. Then soon, I thought for sure boys like you like to make harems, is what I hear from that Issei kid after all. Then soon, Leon basically blushing before stumbling out of his seat before falling out of the chair entirely. With many of his blades a little bit worried, even Core thinking that she may have overdid it a bit. Then soon, Leon couldn't help but rub the back of his head, within saying, Core, don't ever do that shit again. I am not a pervert. To be honest, I think I mainly created all of you on that of self-consciousness. Percival and Godfrey are the only two I basically created willingly. So now I need to put in thoughts on what I'm going to be doing instead of just creating the things I need in combat. So yeah, I'm not trying to create that as sexy women that will get me on that of that'll make me think that I'm basically just as perverted as many of the other guys that came to Kuo. Like I told everybody else, I was forced to come to that damn rumor-ass school. Within saying his piece, within Cord couldn't help but basically tap our fingers together, saying, sorry, master. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I just thought, within raising up his hand, saying, don't worry about it, Cord. I know what you meant. After all, I can feel your emotions just like you feel, just like anyone else. You were just trying to cheer me up or basically have a little bit of fun. But for the meantime, just don't do something like that again. At least not without me being more and more mentally prepared, after all, to be quippy. After that, he soon sets up back his chair and realized that he had some people complaining about him. Most definitely, possibly a dorm advisor is probably going to come to his door sooner or later. So better now to get ready for bed instead of later. After that, many of his blades disappear. Currently at that of the abandoned church, within several priests, or stray exorcists, I should say, are now in the underground catacombs, as the place is a lot more spacious and there are a lot more rooms than what you would expect. However, many of these rooms look more close to that of, well, completely stoned in and everything, and they have to use candle lights or somewhat form of, well, or that of portable lights to basically get around after all. As these are the stray exorcists that Rainer brought in alongside that of her team. Originally, Rainer brought in that of 50 stray exorcists from Gogori. However, now they're only down to that of 20. The reason being because of Kalinar and that of, well, and that of Georg, as they have been basically taking care of and killing off many of the stray priests that tried to go out in town and kill the contracted people that are to that of Sona and Rias. Now there are only that of select few remaining, as one stray priest, as he wearing that of black robes, have a cross over his neck, white hair, and at first glance you could tell that he seems handsome. However, if you knew this guy, you would basically want to kill him over and over again and make sure that his corpse is doused with gasoline and burn it to the ground. As he's currently sitting at one of the pews, head back and everything, before saying, "This fucking sucks. Goddamn cocksucking assholes, taking their damn time killing all those damn heathens and heretics out there." With then, another priest couldn't help but laugh, saying, "What's the matter, Father Fried? Not enjoying the fact that you're not going out there to kill those sinners either?" As this being that of a young man with that of short black hair, as he has that of glasses on, but he's wearing that of a full-on white robe, not showing that of his priest attire. Within, soon, the man known as Fried saying, "Shut it, cocksucker. You guys got to have a little bit of fun out there a little while ago. As for me, I haven't had some fun anyway. I still had to." With then, soon, a deep voice in the distance saying, "That's because we're not here for fun. We were ordered to serve that of Lady Rainer and her duties to gain that of a sacred gear after all." As the man looks quite, well, rugged and tough, as you could see his arms, but you can't see the rest of his body, as he's also wearing that of priest robes. However, his hair is basically crimson red. However, it's tied up into that of a ponytail, as his eyes are closed, not even bothering looking at his fellow exorcist, or stray exorcist. Within, Fried saying, "Look at you being an obedient lapdog, just like always." With then, soon, the man basically glances at that of Fried before closing his eyes once again. As you could see at the glint of his eyes are close to that of purple. Within saying, "Says the failure of an experiment such as yourself. A freak like you who basically goes off on his leash is basically a waste to Gogori. If you weren't such a useful holy sword user, your purpose in this world would already be over. Fried Selzen, remember that, you wild mutt." With then, Sue, Fried saying, "Oh yeah? You wanna go, you little fucktard? Come on! I'm itching for a fight." With then, he pulls out that of a gun before then soon, the young man saying, Now, fathers, why not we not fight? I don't want to cause any trouble for our fallen angel superiors after all. And we don't want to make this place any more destroyed as it already is. Father Fried, if you want to satisfy your urges to kill heathens and sinners out there, then why not go now? I mean, it's not going to hurt our superiors letting you have a little bit of fun. Sure, our fellow brothers and sisters are already out there having their fun too, but But with me and Father Erst, the church is well protected. And we still have that of several other brothers and sisters of our fellow stray priests down here. Why not have a little bit of fun? Hearing the words from the young man, within Freed basically saying, you know what? Why the fuck not? I could get a hard on from killing some demonic worshipping heathens after all. Within the man known as Erst saying, Freed, I think it's best if you don't. And I mean that. Literally, don't. With then soon, Freed saying, oh yeah? With then soon, Erst not even bothering speaking. With then soon, looking at the young man saying, and you, Flynn, stop trying to bait him to go against orders. We had our orders to protect the church and not yo out. If our brothers and sisters are free to leave, then they're free to leave, and they'll come back. If not, then they don't. Simple as that. But we have our orders, and I refuse to disobey them. With then soon, Flynn couldn't help but sigh, saying, okay. You heard him, Father Freed. Sorry to dash your hopes there. With then Freed saying, you know what? Being around you cunts is basically giving me a goddamn headache. I'm heading downstairs. Maybe one of the sisters are here. I can have a little bit of fun. With then soon, Freed basically heads down to the catacombs. With then soon, Flynn couldn't help but sigh, saying, Father Erst, why did you have to leave a little bit of my fun? Honestly, killing off that failed experiment would have done us a favor. Since somebody's been killing off our fellow stray exorcist after all, killing him would have been doing something good. Within soon, Erst couldn't help but uncross his arms before looking at the glasses wearing kid, saying, because he's still useful. Just like I said, he's useful because he can still wield holy swords like us. And Lord Kakeville gave us an order and a mission outside of serving these rogue imbeciles who think that they can gain Azazal's favor by stealing a nun's sacred gear. Within Flint saying, yeah, I remember. Kill either one of the heirs of Gremory or that of Citri. Killing either one of them will basically get the first steps of starting the Great War after all. And that's what Lord Kakeville wants. Just an incident that would be easy enough to cause another Great War. I guess that's the downside when you have that of two Siscons as Satans for your entire race. As Flynn couldn't help but cackle to himself for a bit. Before Erst saying, even so, all we need to do is just kill one. Killing both of them would be a plus, but I'm being realistic here. We'll focus on one. With then soon, Flint saying, oh, then who do you have in mind? The Gremory Princess? I've heard that she has one hell of a sexy body, and I've been wanting to see that body up close. With then Erst saying, tempting. Her power, but I heard the rumors that she's a talented mage. I don't know if they're accurate, but even so, I'd rather take a mission where it'd be easier, and her peerage isn't something to scoff at, especially since one of them is also that of a survivor of the Holy Sword Project, just like us. Within Sue, Flint saying, oh, no shit. Somebody else survived the Excalibur Project. Well, it was given that he was one of the failures, and we were the only two successes. It only makes sense that they would be turned into a filthy devil. With then Earth saying, filthy or not, we at least, if they're part of Gremory's peerage, then they may be somebody that we might not want to trifle with. If not, well then, I think the easiest task is to go after Citri. I hear that she barely does do any stray devil hunts unlike that of the Gremory. So, it's most likely they're not a peerage that's mainly task force. It's for combat, after all. Within Flint saying, ooh, an easy target. I won't lie, I was hoping that we could take on somebody that would give us at least a little bit of a challenge, but going after a target that barely knows anything about combat, and their peerage barely probably gotten in combat either, I guess it's good enough for me. So, what are you up for? What are you up for, Father Erst? With then saying, well, the perfect opportunity will strike once when that nun appears, and Raynor plans on taking her sacred gear. After that, during that time, we'll use that as the cover. Knowing the Gremory or Citri, either one of them will come here and probably take them down. Knowing Lord Azazal, once he finds out about Raynor, Mittelt, and Donasek and Kaliner, he'll basically send that of a rogue order on them, and they'll be free game for the devils to take out. Whatever devil shows up is the one that we don't take on, and the one that doesn't is the one that we will basically decide to kill. This will be all in the name of starting another great war. With then Flynn can help but have that of a mischievous and twisted look as his glasses begin to gleam in that of the dark. The very next day, Leon actually did get up early and decided to not even bother eating breakfast, as he did want to get to Kuo Academy as soon as possible to find that of the spots that Core marked with the peepholes around that of the school, as given that his training to increase his stamina and that of his athletic abilities with his blades have improved, he was able to make it to Kuo Academy in a pretty good, decent 20 minutes or so. Since the school fully opens up around that of an hour or so, it gives us the perfect opportunity to sneak into the school before things get hairy. Then soon, Leon jumping up, using that of Newt to lift him up over that of the fence to let him in. Good thing that he did bring in his bag, of course, so he's prepared anyway. As then, Core basically appearing, saying, "Follow me, Master." As Core leads Leon to the certain spots, prime spot being the Kendo Club's, changing room, of course. Within, Leon basically marking that down, saying, all right, as he basically brought that of a map of Kuo Academy's campus. Since it's an elevation school, there's a map for that of the elementary school, junior high school, and college. He was able to get a map for that of the high school after all, since it's basically there's always maps for them in that of the front door of the school, of the dorms, for both males and females after all, to make sure that new students don't get too lost, to be honest. Especially since there's also a timer for the shuttle bus to pick people up too. With thence going around marking each spot, as there's one just like there's one at the Kendo Club, there's also one for that of the tennis club. There's also one for that of the swimming club, and last but not least, there's one for that of the track team as well. Thinking, 5 peepholes around the school. Honestly, I was expecting there to be more. With then soon, Core saying, I thought the same thing too. It's the reason it took me forever to even show up after I heard about your little fallen angel excursion. Within, Leon saying, yeah. At any rate, now with that out of the way, I got at least a good 30 minutes before the school's officially open. So I'll just wait at the shuttle bus stop anyway. With then soon, Core saying, glad I could help, Master. As Core was about to disappear, within soon as somebody saying, hey, what the hell are you doing here? With then, as it being a pretty familiar voice, looking at the person that basically called out Leon as being Tsubasa, member of the student council and Sona's rook, as the athletic brunettes couldn't help but basically narrow her eyes at Leon, wondering why he's doing here so early. With then Leon saying, shit, should have realized that the student council would probably be here earlier than anything. With then soon Tsubasa saying, like I said, why the hell are you doing here, Takumi? With then soon Core saying, hey, Miss Tsubasa, was it? Or should I call you Miss Yura? Or should I use honorifics being Yura-san or Tsubasa-chan? With then soon Tsubasa getting more and more annoyed at that of Core's antics, with then Core getting a little bit nervous, as even though she's possibly stronger than Tsubasa, she doesn't want to cause any trouble for Leon. With then Leon couldn't help but sigh, saying, Core, you're not helping. Pushing that of the tan-skinned, blonde-haired Blade aside, with then saying, look, Yura, I don't want to cause any trouble here. I only came here early because I had a little bit of a side project to take care of. But then soon Tsubasa narrowed her eyes even more, saying, what kind of side project? With then soon Leon not wanting to cause any more trouble, he's saying, screw it. I was planning on doing this anyway, so I'll just clue you in. As then pulling out that of the map of the Kuo Academy, as showing that to the locations of each and every one of the locker rooms where the sports teams are. With then soon Tsubasa looking at the map, but then realizing, holy shit, wait, what the hell? What are you marking these for? With then soon Leon saying, what? These are the markings on where each peephole is that the perverted trio basically looks through for all of the sports clubs. With then hearing that, Tsubasa saying, no shit. I didn't expect that. Wait, why are you doing this? With then soon Leon saying, look, I know that President Sun isn't going to do shit about the perverted trio. And to be honest, they have a better rep than even I do. If it wasn't for people being so goddamn xenophobic and my, mixed breed nature, my life here at Kuo would be a lot more better. So, to be honest, to make it at least somewhat easier on people, I'm going to be going to once school officially opens, I'm going to the faculty office, talk to some of the teachers there, and show them each location on where the peephole's at, all across the school. And then there, they can basically do whatever they wish to plug them up, or basically make sure that nobody bothers touching them, or basically know where the perverted trio are before they even cause any trouble. Simple as that. But until then, this is just my own plan. Within soon, Tsubasa can help but say, why would you go that far? You even say that you can't stand this school. Not only that, this is also helping out president as well. Why go this far? With then soon, Leon couldn't help but sigh, saying, as much as I hate people, I don't like seeing people suffer. Is that simple enough? If I have a way to help those in need, I'm going to take it. As much as they annoy the hell out of me. And honestly, there's one thing that everybody here at this damn school can agree on. The perverted trio need to be stopped and need to be put in line. If the student council ain't going to do that, at least I will, by taking away their form of enjoyment, which is basically demeaning any woman in this damn school. Which then Tsubasa couldn't help but even be caught off guard, saying, wow, you really are something else, Takumi. With then soon Leon saying, yeah, nobody better got to know me, so this is the real me. As much as I hate being around people, like I said, I don't like seeing people suffer. And to be honest, the common body at this school has suffered enough from that of the perverted trio. After all, did you forget that the school basically got a lot of people transferred to different school, a lot of female students transferred since the very first day the perverted trio came to this school, after several months of people complaining, after all. So yeah, I'm basically doing the job that the student council should have done. Any rate, I'll catch you later, Yura. With then soon, as both Leon and Core are about to leave, with then Tsubasa saying, wait, hang on. Could you let me see your map? saying, why? Are you going to destroy it? Saying, what? No, hell no, dude. Even, look, I won't lie. I'm not as much of a prude as people think. I'm not much of a prude as many of these girls are. Honestly, I can admire at least a guy's good figure. And to be honest, within looking at Leon, not given that he's one of the tallest students at Kuo Academy, being male students, of course, and also seeing his rugged appearance, saying, you got a pretty good nice bod there, Takumi. Now that I get a better look at it, been working out lately? Within soon, Leon couldn't help but blush a bit. Within soon, Core saying, you have no idea how much this guy has been working out lately. When it comes to training, this guy is like a freaking buff machine. Within, Leon couldn't help but chop Core on the back of the head, saying, enough, Core. As Tsubasa couldn't help but laugh at the interaction between the two. Within saying, nah, you could still turn this into that of the student faculty. All I want to do is just show this to President Sona. And don't worry, something will come out of this, promise. Then soon, Leon can help but raise an eyebrow, as Tsubasa couldn't help but smile at Leon, saying, to tell you the truth, because what you told to Vice President Tsubaki, President Sona has been taking her job as student council president seriously. And I think you of all people have the right to know this anyway. Within, Leon couldn't help but get even more confused. Within, Tsubasa saying, once school fully starts, she's going to take the perverted trio, at least two of them being the guy with the glasses and the shaved-haired guy with the large-ass ears, and basically give them one warning. If they start peeping or basically do anything perverted here at the school, then they're going to be expelled automatically. Hayato can't be expelled given that, well, you probably already figured out he's now a devil, so we can't really expel somebody from another king's peerage who also attends here. So, of course, we can't get rid of him, the leader of the perverted trio, but even so, better get rid of two perverts and we can still be able to deal with one. Simple as that, right? Then, soon hearing that, Leon couldn't help but be completely caught off guard, saying, she's really expelling them? 2 is good enough, but seriously? But what if they, within soon, Tsubasa saying, you've seen how they act, especially those 2 stooges of Hayato's little gang. They have less self-control than even that guy. And I've seen him actually at least have some self-control, to be honest. Well, at least some. Then, hearing that, Leon couldn't help but scoff. But then couldn't help but smile, saying, yeah, guy's a dumbass pervert, but at least he has one good quality, that he's loyal. When he doesn't forget. Alright, I'll let you get a picture of this. Then after that, I'm giving this to the faculty. So, not good enough? Within, she couldn't help but walk over to that of the map as Leon basically extends it out. Within, pulling out her phone before taking a picture, saying, yep, that makes things easier. It actually makes things a lot more easier to basically put those 2 or 3 under hot ice. And once they're probably gone, Hayato probably won't have his little peepholes because they'll be covered up too. So yeah, I think we did great. Thanks, Takumi. Or Within saying, yeah, anytime, Yura. Within saying, Tsubasa. Within saying, huh? Call me Tsubasa. If you're gonna have at least one good, connection to the student council, at least let me be the first. We can just be friends if you like. Within soon, Leon saying, friends? Saying, yeah, just you and me, friends. Just spending time. If you like, and I'm not doing student council work, you and I can just hang out too, if that's okay. Then soon, Leon couldn't help but be completely caught off guard. Within saying, I'll take your mind on, I'll take your word on that. As his face is completely red for saying, come on, Core, and disappear, would you? Saying, Radio, boss. As Leon walks away, Tsubasa couldn't help but smile at the guy, saying, you know what? Maybe Tsubaki senpai and Ryuko-chan maybe have something about the guy. Besides being pretty buff and pretty handsome, I can tell he is a good guy. Just too damn antisocial for his own good. Hopefully I can get him out of his shell. As Tsubasa says this, she soon walks away, with then thinking a little bit more better of Leon. I mean, she already knew that he was quite handsome, but maybe she really thinks that the half Japanese, half African American second year is definitely her type. As classes basically go on just like they would in canon, just as they would. However, just as canon, Issei basically walks into that of Kuo Academy with that of Rias Grummery by his side. As everybody's basically gawking, shock, and surprise, even making that of rumors about the fact that that of Issei is with one of the great ladies of Kuo Academy. If Leon, seeing this, couldn't help but say, so it's true. Grummery really is the second Devil King of this town. With Newt commenting saying, most definitely, Commander. I'm guessing we have to most likely keep an eye out on them too. With then soon Leon thinking, most definitely, if Citri is basically want me to join her peerage, most definitely that girl is going to want me to join her peerage too. As Leon basically sees all this. With then soon, however, as he walks away, little did he know he was being watched by the very girl that he was wanting to keep his distance from. As she soon walks off, however, Issei was soon basically bombarded by that of his two perverted friends, of course, asking on how the hell did he able to spend time with a hottie like Rias, and if they did anything. With then soon, as Rias walking off, as then Sona saying, so, you really did reincarnate Hayato. With then soon she's saying, of course I did. After all, you can't blame me. He did want to see me more than anything. With then soon Rias saying, most likely he was thinking about how he would like to see your breast as the last thing he would see. With then soon Rias saying, even so, I still gained that of a new pawn. And not only that, he was worth all 8 pieces. With then soon Sona saying, he has that much potential? How ridiculous. With then soon looking at the perverted trio, as then saying, other than that, I have something to take care of. With then soon Sona's about to go down to the perverted trio, before then soon Ria saying, I noticed that Takumi-kun hasn't been reincarnated by you yet. With then soon Sona stops on that of the stairs, as Rias continues looking at her childhood friend / rival, saying, I'm guessing he refused. I'm guessing I have a shot now. Now, normally, Sona wouldn't care too much about if Rias goes after somebody that decided not to join her peerage. However, when it came to Leon, on the other hand, she couldn't help but say, don't go anywhere near him, Rias. With then soon Rias shocked, saying, what? Saying, I still have my chance to wanting him to join my peerage. Give me one more chance, and he will. After that, he's free yours. But until then, stay away from him. You hear me? With then Sona having that of a more serious look, instead of the trying to be more mature and reasonable look. Now, this look actually shows more emotion than Sona has normally ever shown, even to Rias. With then she's saying, now this is surprising. Alright, as friends and as peers, I will allow this. But if he turns you down again, he's all mine. With then soon, Rias basically walks off to that of her classroom before heading to that of the Occult Research Club room, Within soon, Sona couldn't help but get annoyed, saying, Why did I snap like that when she thought about taking Leon? It's like I don't want to hurt anyone else besides me near him to be part of my peerage, at least to be part of my peerage. You know what? Doesn't matter. I have some, but to prove him, I need to take care of this. That I will take my job and my dream seriously. With then, my ambition will be fulfilled. After convincing herself, as she goes down to the perverted trio, Motohama, Moriyasu, can I please ask the two of you to come to the student council room before classes start? I have something I wish to tell the two of you. Within soon, both members of the perverted trio couldn't help but feel somewhat nervous, saying, within the glasses-wearing Motohama saying, can I ask why, President? Within saying, I have some things I need to tell. I need to tell the two of you, and it's very, very urgent. As she says this, with a gleam through that of her glasses, making it even more terrifying. After that, let's just say things at Kuo Academy have gotten at least a little bit, bearable. Normally, as Issei basically wanted to ask his friends on what the hell has happened, the two can basically just say that their lives at Kuo is now dangling from a thin rope. With Issei still confused, wondering, as Sona has basically told them that their lives at Kuo will be over if they do any more perverted acts, that they will be expelled from the school entirely. For regret, not even caring if their parents have supported the school financially, their actions are deplorable. Within, they try to do the same thing with Issei. Within soon, brought it out of a counter argument that Issei Hayato has been at least a little bit more respectful. He may be a disgusting pervert, but he at least has taken his punishments with that of respect. And not only that, hasn't really caused too much trouble, even while basically declaring his intentions of being some called harem king. While these two, on the other hand, have done nothing but run away from their punishments, even that of being told that they had detention, they basically skipped it entirely. With that, it basically shows on how much that they're basically on thin ice. So if they basically cause any more perversions, such as going to the peepholes around that of the school to many of the other clubs' changing rooms, well, then it's basically all over for them. And no ifs, buts about it, no second chances. They basically will be removed from Kuo as a whole. So if they try anything, they're basically screwed. With then soon, after that, let's just say things have begun getting a little bit easier. Hell, even during that time of lunch, you would think that Issei and the others would basically go to the kendo club to peep on them just as before, alongside any other athletic clubs, but nope. They basically stayed in the classroom the entire time, not wanting to cause any troubles whatsoever. When Leon basically heard all of this, he couldn't help but be completely caught off guard by this fact, wondering, so I'm guessing that's what Tsubasa was talking about. With then, Dahlia spoke up saying, hold on there, Shug. You said Tsubasa. You're calling that Yura girl by her first name too? With then, Leon couldn't help but feel somewhat nervous, saying, you know what? She's willing to be friends with me, with somebody who's considered an outcast. Maybe it's not all bad. With as Leon was heading to his usual spot at the roof, with then soon Motohama and Moriyasu couldn't help but basically narrow their eyes at Leon. Within, the two couldn't help but basically scramble out of their classroom, within Issei saying, hey, what's with you guys? As soon, Leon basically could feel that of killing intent before realizing, shit. As Leon basically ran away as soon as possible, with then soon Motohama and Moriyasu saying, get back here, Takumi! You damn bastard! Why the hell are we basically being threatened with expulsion when somebody as bad as you runs this school? With then the other saying, it's so not fair. Why do we have to suffer for us being honest while you get to hide around in the shadows like the villain you are? With then soon Leon saying, damn it, heading to wanting to leave the grounds. With then soon Ryuka basically seeing that of her crush running down the hall saying, oh, Leon senpai, with then soon just running past her at quick speeds, within saying, what's going within soon, noting both the perverted trio, with Issei basically lingering in the back. Within, she couldn't help but get annoyed, saying, yeah, now I get it now. With soon basically cracking her knuckles. However, instead of basically throwing a punch or anything like that, she basically steps aside before extending that of her surprisingly long legs for somebody who's so short, and basically kicks both Monohama and Moriyasu. Before then, the two perverted bastards basically get knocked into that of their leader, with then Issei basically, screaming in that of pain, as then soon as everybody couldn't help but wanted to clap at that Ryukai, with then soon thinking they ran after him, even though he doesn't like to be and they basically were just throwing accusations at him as before. I can tell. With then soon looking at the three perverts before saying, you know what? I think this school would be better off without you guys being here. Kate, President was right to basically warn you all that you have that of limited time here at this school. So instead of being perverts, you're trying to take your anger out on an innocent guy who hasn't done anything wrong. You guys make me sick. Within soon, Ryuka basically huffing before walking to the student council room, as then all three of them couldn't help but groan. Within soon, Leon couldn't help but try to breathe in and out while feeling anxious. However, it felt like his entire head was about to go dark. Within saying, why is it always like this? Damn it. Even when I don't want to cause any troubles, shit like this always happens. And even though people don't take the perverted trio seriously, everybody always takes on fucking rumors seriously. And it didn't help that I ran away too. Within soon, he couldn't. It almost felt like tears were about to fall out of his eyes, saying, why? Why me? Why do I always have to suffer? What's wrong with just being an introvert? As his blades, seeing what their creator, their master, their leader is basically in this state, as they want to comfort him, especially both Newt and Peru. However, they can't appear because it would basically cause a lot more, people to notice, even if he is behind the school. Before then, soon, a feminine voice saying, if you cry, that basically makes you any less of a man, With then soon hearing that voice, he couldn't help but feel like he's heard it before, as then seeing over him as he noticed two giant pairs of a woman's cleavage basically right into his face. However, as he begins to blush, he soon noticed the woman that's in front of him as being the same woman that basically put him in the situation that he is now, that being Kalerna. With then soon he's basically sliding back from the wall as he soon materializes Newt's burning katana, with then saying, you're the fallen angel who tried to kill me. You're the reason. I'm saying, hey, hold on, I'm not here to cause any trouble. With then saying, then why the hell are you here? How the hell are you here? Isn't this supposed to be a devil-controlled territory? Saying, normally, yes, it is. However, I figure there's ways to suppress a person's magical energy. I've learned ways to suppress my holy energy to make sure that nobody can follow me, or nobody can sense me, especially devils. So to them, so any of the devils that try to sense me or try to feel me on the ground won't even feel my holy energy. To me, they'll probably see me as no typical human with a pretty high amount of magic, actually. With then soon, Leon saying, "How charming." With that saying, "Look, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I don't want to, well, make you suffer any more that you already have." Saying, "Well, that's surprising since you're the one that nearly killed me and drew me into the goddamn supernatural. If anything, it's your goddamn fault I'm in this mess. And for that, I'm sorry. I really am. At first, I really thought that this was a mission from that of Lord Azazal to basically to take out sacred gear users who were going to be a trouble for the Gogori and had potential of basically going berserk after all. But then when I noticed you, and then when I figured out that you didn't do anything bad or your sacred gear wasn't becoming too over emotional, I realized we screwed up. Not only that, it also didn't help that one of our superiors also was keeping an eye on sacred gear users here. So this means that I've been tricked and lied to by one of my comrades and friends whose obsession for our leader basically drove us to this." Within soon, Leon saying, "Seriously? You're doing all of this? You're killing sacred gear users like me because your friend basically tricked you?" Saying, "Look, it's not as simple as you think. There are things in the supernatural that people like you don't understand when you're drawn in. The only way for you to understand if you join," saying, "and I refuse. I fucking refuse to join any goddamn faction if this is the shit that I had to deal with on a daily. Literally. Seriously, that damn blonde gothic Lolita tried to kill me the other night. And now I'm finding out the fact that that was basically manipulated? Seriously. You got..." Within soon saying, "If it makes you feel any better, Mittelt's dead." With then soon saying, "What?" Saying, "Yeah, I killed her." With then stepping back even more, still having the katana in his hand, saying, You killed your friend?" Saying, "She what? As much as I thought that we were friends, not really. We were just a clique of fallen angels who just didn't want to be swept up in that of the higher-ups of Gogori, because we were so weak and so powerless that people can basically do whatever the hell they want with us. So we thought just staying together would make things easier for us. To think that being somewhat loyal to a group where we didn't have anything in common or anything to care for, what basically drove us apart. And yet, look at us now. We're in devil-controlled territory run by the little sisters of the Satans of the devil faction. And currently now, we're waiting on that of a nun to basically so we can take her sacred gear. All I've been doing is just cleaning up Rainer's mess and making sure that I'm not seen as a traitor. So that's all I've been doing. I've been trying to make up for the mistakes of what I've done. And who knows on how many innocent people that those stray priests have killed all across town. With then soon saying, hold up, stray what?" Within Calendar saying, "Stray priests. They're basically priests from the church that were excommunicated and had nowhere else to go. So they basically come to Gogori. They can still worship. Gogori still worship the God of the Bible after all. We just do it in a way that's more tainted or more sinful. That's all." With then soon Leon saying, "Oh my God. Are you saying that homicidal priests are roaming around in my town?" Saying, "Definitely. But like I said, don't worry. I have been cleaning them up alongside that one of my superiors that actually came into town to help out too. They don't want to cause any incident until the order is called for that of my remaining allies, Rainer and Donistique, to be seen as rogue strays. We can't act now because it would just cause too much of a problem. So that's why," saying, "And why did you come here then? Why?" Within soon saying, "To be honest, I wanted to see the king of monsters for myself, and to apologize for drawing him into the supernatural when he could have just had a normal life all he wanted. So for that, I really am sorry. But to notice that you actually were able to take down that of Mittelt, where it was literally your first supernatural battle using your sacred gear. Well, technically second, actually. I fought those priests that you actually sent to try and bury me out of respect. And to be honest, hearing that, I gotta thank you. Maybe you weren't so bad after all, even though you stabbed me in the stomach with then saying, yeah, sorry about that. I thought that having you die bleeding out quickly would have been better than making it painful after all. So, sorry about that. But then, soon, Leon couldn't help but say, I thought basically meeting my killer would be the most traumatic and most traumatizing event of my whole life. But I gotta be honest, I think I'm doing a lot better than I was before. But I originally thought that you were this over-the-top evil killing machine that basically had no qualms with killing an innocent boy who wanted nothing to do with anything and just wanted to live a normal life. And yet, you're apologizing, you're in devil territory, you could easily be seen as a threat, and yet you're here comforting me at my lowest point. For that, I gotta say, thanks. Thanks a lot, Kalona. My name is Kalona. It's a pleasure to meet you. Leon Takumi, saying, I figured as much. You were on the dossier after all. Within, soon, Leon can help but smirk, saying, thanks a lot. You know what? I'm gonna head back to my classroom. I think I'm gonna use this time to just relax a little bit. Then, soon, saying, alright then, I'll catch you later. And then saying, oh, you have a phone, right? Saying, yeah. Then call me. I can give you information if you want to get involved in any of this. But you don't want to be part of any faction, I can help you out with this. By the words as you said, it seems like you care more about the people of this town than, being involved in a faction. Saying, innocent people's lives are at stake when you basically unleash that of homicidal killing priests out on the streets. So yeah, I am a little bit worried for innocent people. Don't worry, they only go after people who make contracts with that of the devils here. It's saying, and that makes it even worse. Because they'll be going after specific people. If it was random, it would make things easier, but it's not. So yeah, you know how many people have made contracts here in this town that's run by devils? With then saying, I believe quite a bit, yes. So yeah, if you're wanting to help, yeah, here. As soon he basically pulls out that of a sheet of paper from his back pocket, as he has that of a spare notebook all the time. Given that he likes to doodle, he likes to draw from time to time when he's too bored, he soon writes down his number and then saying, here, call me if you have anything and call me when you need to take care of some things. I'm willing to help out if it means protecting people in this town. With then saying, all right, I'll let you know. See you around, Leon-kun. Yeah, see you around, Kalender-chan. With then, Kalender basically flies off, making sure that no devil notices her. However, most likely one devil probably has, and most likely might tell somebody about it. Luckily, Leon was basically kept in the dark, so he wasn't really seen. So it keeps his anonymity at least a little bit better than before. But now, little did Leon know, sooner or later, he's going to be drawn into a fight that he believes that it's going to be his toughest one, currently in the supernatural. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. So, how did you guys like this? This was more of a, conclusion chapter and more of a setup chapter 2, with 2 original characters that's basically going to get involved in out of the first arc of DxD after all. Personally, I would have a hard time believing that some priests possibly wouldn't want to take the opportunity to kill that of Sona and Rias, to be honest. Especially Kakebill. You think, You would think that the whole Excalibur plan was his first plan. Nah, this is a guy that basically wanted to cause another great war. I would figure that he would have that of multiple plans on multiple plans before stealing the Excaliburs and using them to cause that of a holy nuke in Kuo to kill that of Rias and Sun after all. So yeah, expect that of a pretty tough battle in the coming chapters for Leon and his blades. As for Leon joining Sona's peerage, don't worry, it will happen. It's happened. I'll let you guys on a secret. He'll join the peerage at the end of this arc, so people won't basically wonder if he's going to be like that of that side member of a peerage that doesn't officially join, like how Arena was, or Ravel as the series goes on. At any rate, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification key to date my videos and upload on the channel. Also, please check out my Discord, my gaming channel, my main channel, my side channel, my Patreon, and my Cash App. All linked in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later, guys, and I hope you all take care.